He has been really the preeminent leader for numismatists all over America. And you were doing things for this show. You know, it's fun. It's always fun to work with Mike because you learn so much, but you curate. I mean, Mike rewrites these shows. He goes through everything. He does things exclusively for you. And we have a lot of great things in this 2-hour block, right?
It's funny. You talk about like some of the things that we have here. We just flew in. We literally have a guy who has like pretty elite status on an airline just flying samples around for us. And we have a couple of those here tonight that are really cool. Now this one's kind of an oldie but a goodie.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what we did? This is the new Bicentennial set, new for us. We call this the secret Bicentennial set, and people are going, "What's secret about the Bicentennial?" We saw it coming, you know, and they did a big thing, and they made lots of things for it, and I have some of these in my dresser drawer, and my dad does, and my mom does, and my brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles and cousins all have these, but what they don't have most likely are actually these coins.
Okay.
The secret part about this isn't the Bicentennial part. We all knew about that. What the secret part is the silver part.
Okay.
See, these are silver presentation coins. So all the coins that they released into circulation. So if you have one of these little Eisenhower dollars sitting in your dresser drawer, people always say, "What's it worth?" And I go, "It's worth $1. It's change." But because it has no silver in it, it's not a presentation coin.
Okay.
It's just copper and manganese is basically all that it is. These, however, are silver. These are the special presentation coins that were made in both proof and uncirculated for the Bicentennial in the original government packaging. So we're going to do $79.95 for all 6 coins.
Oh, wow.
Now, here's the amazing part. We do this all the time. So I price these oftentimes individually. And people go, "Why do you do that?" And the reason is most of these coins are actually sold individually.
Okay.
It's one of the reasons you don't see sets very often, because it's far more profitable, generally speaking, to break them open and sell them individually. We sell, for instance, here, if you go to hsn.com, a complete set of Eisenhower dollars. Well, in that complete set of Eisenhower dollars, there's an uncirculated silver Eisenhower, and there's a proof silver Eisenhower that's in that. And the only place to get them is to break open one of these sets put into there. I have Kennedy $half sets. And the only way to get the silver proof Kennedy Bicentennial and the uncirculated Bicentennial Kennedy is out of these sets. And so we cut these sets open by the thousands and thousands and thousands. Keep in mind, these were released in 1976. In 1979, silver went to $50 an ounce. These were melted by the millions.
They were.
So they are literally a coin in original government packaging that gets rarer and rarer with each and every passing day. So if I go ahead and do this and look at it from an individual basis.
So coin by coin.
Coin by coin. Now understand, I think they're worth more in the sets because this is all what we call OGP, original government packaging.
Okay.
So this coin, nationally advertised catalog, that, by the way, when I was a 12-year-old paper boy, I bought out of. $58.75.
The one coin.
This coin.
Okay.
And this coin right here is $49. So you're about almost $110 in those 2 coins, and we're $79.95 for all 6 of them.
All of them.
Okay, it's not like the $half, because these are silver $half are worth 50 cents or $1 or $2 or $3. This coin right here is $24.50, and this coin's $23.50. So then you have another almost $50. And then even the quarters, because they're silver and they're Bicentennial, we're looking at $21 and $17 for those. So you're looking at the better part of $200 on a coin-by-coin basis to be able to get these. So that's why our price at $79.95 is absolutely incredible.
And, you know, and the thing is, there's so many things that Mike does that is unique in the industry. Now remember, we don't always have flex pay. Certainly 2 coins more than pay for the purchase, but on flex pay that makes it $39.98 on your credit card. There are only a few hundred of these, so it's not like we bring in, you know, tens of thousands of anything, because we can't. You still get that 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Is that part of the original government packaging?
That's what I want to show you. So this is a certificate of authenticity. So when I say this has been put away, you know, for almost 50 years, you look at this, and there's the certificate, tells you about the silver proof set and all that. But look at this. Notice the white spots. That's where this paper sat against those coins for 40 years. Before I bought the set as an original government from someone who bought it originally from the government in 1976. And those sat, see that sat just like that and went right up against those coins, and hence the paper didn't age or the place where it touched the coins that you're going to do that. So when you get that, you know it is 100% authentic through and through. So you get 6 silver coins. So you get 6 silver bicentennial coins released in 1976. So this is not like something we're doing today to go back and commemorate the bicentennial. This was actually bicentennial. Now, one quick thing. I think we're so busy right now, we're going to give you about another 30 seconds or so. So here's what I want to explain to you. 1776, 1976. We are not that far away from the 250th anniversary, okay? Our quadrimillennial, if you will. When that happens, the 200th anniversary coins will go bonkers. They will go absolutely, positively ballistic, and that is within striking distance now of what we're going to do with this. So now is a great time at one of the lowest prices I've ever been able to do this, and this is with silver incredibly on the move. For us to be able to hold this price at $79.95.
Well, and remember, that's only for the few hundred of you who are able to select it now. So just bear in mind, what we have is what we have. You know, Mike's category is unique for a lot of reasons. You know, what we have is what we have, basically.
I'm not allowed to make these coins on my own. They frown on that.
I hear the government, you know, you'd have some splaining to do. I mean, so Mike can't make more.